Hi everybody, welcome to Karen's Sizzle and Spice. Today I'm making chicken again, and I'm making it one of my most favorite ways in the summertime. I'm gonna make barbecue chicken. Chicken breast is my favorite part of the chicken. Of course, you can use any kind of chicken pieces that you like. So all we're gonna need, of course, is the chicken. We're gonna need salt, pepper, and I like to use Lawry's garlic salt. It's got some salt in there, of course, and some delicious garlic. Who doesn't like that? And I love Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You can use any kind of barbecue sauce that you want. You could even make homemade if you like, but this is my favorite go-to. I'm also gonna be making scalloped potatoes on the Weber grill. And the scalloped potatoes just means they're very thinly sliced. So for that, I'm gonna need some aluminum foil, I'll need some ham spray, I'm gonna use about 5 red potatoes, and you can use any kind of potatoes that you like. I'm gonna use some Vidalia onion, it's my favorite, it's the sweetest onion you'll find. I'm gonna use some red bell pepper, and of course for the potatoes, I'll need seasonings as well. I'll add a little butter, salt, pepper, garlic. Let's get this party started. Hey, whether it's your first time on my channel here or your 20th time, because I can't believe I've done over 20 videos now. It's been exciting for me. I just started a few months ago, but it would really help me build my channel if you could subscribe. So if you're on your computer, there's a little red box right in the bottom right corner that says subscribe. All you have to do is click on that. If you're on your phone, turn your phone sideways and you'll see that same little red box to click on subscribe. And if you click on the little bell symbol, it will notify you every time that I post a new video. I'd appreciate that a lot. Now I'm gonna go outside and start the grill. Let's get this grill started. I'm just putting the lighter fluid on here very liberally. I have quite a bit of charcoal on here. I want this to be nice and hot for quite a while. I'm just gonna get this going here. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I wanna put my grill on here so if there's any food from the last one, it'll burn it right off and we can start with a clean grill again. There we go. Barbecuing chicken conjures up such great memories for me. When we were kids, my father would make an overflowing amount of chicken on the grill, and my brothers and my father would compete on how many pieces of chicken they could eat and how high up they could pile those chicken bones on their dish. And then you know what my father would do? He would put out his cigarettes and the mashed potatoes on the same plate. Good times, good times. It brings up really good memories. So my sisters and my brothers and I, we all think we're the best at cooking chicken, but you know, it's gotta be me. Okay, the chicken is really simple. Again, I love the chicken breast the best. You can use any kind of pieces that you want. These chicken breasts are pretty large, and I've cooked them enough times to know that they're gonna take at least 35 minutes on the grill, but I will test them to be sure for doneness. All I need to do to prep these is I wash them, and you always want to wash the chicken from the store because sometimes there's some odd looking things in there, just gooey stuff that you don't want on your chicken. So I've rinsed them really well, and all I'm going to do now is I'm going to salt them quite liberally, which means a lot of salt, just because chicken needs a lot of salt to taste fabulous. So I'm just going to put this chicken aside, and next I'm going to prepare these scalloped potatoes for the grill. You're gonna need a large piece of aluminum foil. That's probably about 15 inches, 16 inches long maybe. I'm gonna lay it out on my board here. Now, if you are making for an abundance of people, you might wanna make 2 or 3 of these aluminum foil packages of potatoes. I'm going to spray the middle of the aluminum foil, which is where I'm going to put the potatoes. And you know what? I need my mandolin. I'll be right back. I have my mandolin here, which is another name for a slicer. This is a pretty cool one. The brand name is ProSmart, and it's kind of funny. Eddie and I were at the market a while ago, and there was a person demonstrating this one, and I thought, I don't have one. This is pretty cool, and I've been pleasantly surprised how much I've used it and just how good it is. It has several settings on here. You can make French fries, you can make thicker potatoes, thinner potatoes. You know what? I'll leave the link for this right in the description of this video. So if you're interested, you can pick one up for yourself. But all we do here is we take the potato, and there's a guard here. You have to be so careful with these mandolins because they are sharp. And I'm sure lots of people have cut themselves on this. I have never. I'm very careful. There's like almost like prongs inside of here that you push the potato right onto so it stays very stationary. And then you just slide it back and forth on the sharp blade here. Kind of fun, and it's a different way to make potatoes. Then you push this thing a little bit so that the potato... there. Oh. That's one for the bloopers. Okay, I'm gonna continue slicing these potatoes nice and thin. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Here, come in closer, Ed, and let me show them how thin. Look at how beautiful and thin these are sliced evenly. This way they're all gonna cook the same way. What I'm gonna do then is I'm just gonna lay these potatoes in no particular pattern on this aluminum foil right in the middle. And then what I'm gonna do next is I am going to layer it with some red bell pepper and some Vidalia onion, and I'll show you when we get those slicing. I'm gonna cut my Vidalia onion now in nice thin slices. I'm gonna use my knife sharpener here on my Rachel Ray knife. I know I've told you this before, but this Rachel Ray knife is just incredible. I use it just about every single day. Wasn't expensive. It's like indispensable to me in the kitchen. So to get my onions started, I'm gonna use my knife here just to cut off the ends. This mandolin is especially nice. Do you see how it's got this curve here? It fits right on the bowl so it stays in place very well. I'm gonna use it for my onion as well. I've changed the blade on here a little bit and I made it even a little thinner. So let's... I'm just cutting up my red bell pepper using my garbage bowl over here, which is also indispensable to me in the kitchen. I'm gonna cut these peppers in nice thin slices, just like the onion. And I'm gonna sprinkle these right over the potatoes, along with these beautifully sliced onions from the mandolin. They're nice and thin. Put a few more on here. And then I'm just going to add lots of salt and pepper to this. And also some of that garlic salt, Lowry's garlic salt, which I kind of love. I'm gonna make sure there's lots of seasoning. I'm also going to put a couple of pats of butter in here. The nice thing about this is we're gonna put this right on the grill, right in the middle of the top of the grill. And the butter melting down is gonna create a fabulous crust on these potatoes. So all I do now is make a little package with these potatoes. Fold it over a couple of times like this. And fold into the ends. It's ready to go on the grill. I'm gonna show you how to wrap up a second one because with the 5 potatoes that I made, I needed to make 2 packages. So I put my Pam spray on the aluminum foil. I laid out my potatoes. I'm putting my red bell pepper on top. I'm gonna put some of these beautifully sliced onions from the mandolin on top. Then I'm gonna use lots of salt. Lots of good salt. Some pepper. Some of the Lowry's garlic, a couple of pats of butter, and then I'll wrap this one up and they will both be ready to put on the grill. You wrap it up like a package. Take the 2 ends, fold it down, do the same thing on the edges, fold it together, and now I have 2 packages ready to go for the grill. Let's get outside. All right, this grill is good and hot. I'm just gonna slide both these potato packages right on the center of the grill. We're gonna give it a good 15 minutes or so. And then I will move them to the side and I'll be putting the chicken on at that time. Okay, these potatoes have been on the hottest part of the grill for about 15 minutes now, and I'm just gonna move them over to the edges to make room for the chicken now. These will take probably about 35-40 minutes for the potatoes. It depends on how brown you like them. I'm gonna put the chicken on, skin side down. Remember, all we put on this chicken to start was salt. Oh, these are big. I'm gonna put it right in the center of the grill. There's gonna be lots of sizzling going on because I do want that skin side to end up nice and crispy with some black char marks. Gotta close it right away because the fat on the chicken is gonna make it even hotter this grill. We'll check it in a few minutes. Chicken's been cooking for about 20 minutes now. I've been moving it around every few minutes. If your grill is smoking a whole heck of a lot, it probably means you need to check it and move things around a little bit so nothing burns. Even the potatoes here, I'm gonna turn the whole package around because it's closer. The closer you get to the center of the grill, the hotter it is. So just wanna make sure we get nice, even cooking. We'll check again on this soon. After about 30 minutes, we'll start to put the barbecue sauce on. This chicken's been on for about 30 minutes now. It's about time to start putting on the barbecue sauce. I like to put the barbecue sauce on the skin side first. Come closer, Ed, so you can see this. Look at how beautifully browned this chicken is. It's just gorgeous. So I'm gonna slather on my favorite barbecue sauce, the Sweet Baby Ray's. We're loading it on here. And then this is how I do it. A little more barbecue sauce, and I want that skin side to be extra beautiful brown and crispy. So right after I put the sauce on here, I'm going to turn it to the skin side for the last time so that really crisps up. Because of course the last side that I'm going to put the barbecue sauce on will be the skin side. That's the money side. All right, you know what I'll do? I'll put barbecue sauce on this side, and then we're going to let it sit here for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Once I turn it over again, I will put a thermometer in here to check for doneness. Chicken when it's cooked should be 165 degrees. We'll be right back. Okay, this has been cooking now for like 35 minutes. I'm going to turn the chicken over for one last time. Oh yeah, get a close-up of that, Edwin. Look at that. That is beautifully, beautifully cooked barbecue chicken. And now I'm going to really slather on the barbecue sauce for the last time. What do you think, Ed? Do you see that dent in there? I think the dishwasher got a hold of it.
I think you're right.
I need to find another grill brush. But hey, it still works, right?
Yes, it does.
It still works. So this is like barbecue chicken perfection. If my siblings are watching, they may not admit it, but they would be very, very jealous at this point. Okay, we're gonna leave it sit here for another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll check it for doneness. Okay, this chicken could be ready to go. I got my thermometer here. When the chicken is done, it should be 165 degrees inside. I'm gonna put my thermometer and see where we're at. Be sure when you put the thermometer in that you don't push it all the way to the bone of the chicken. You won't get an accurate reading that way. You want the thermometer to be right in the middle of the biggest part of the meat. We're like right at 160. So this chicken is ready to go. We're gonna plate it up next. We have got your chicken perfection. Let's get this inside. It's my favorite time of the video. It's time to dig into this chicken, to taste it and let you know how it is.
Oh, my favorite word, tasty.
You're just in time. Gonna cut into this chicken.
I see you used a kitchen gadget, a
I
mandolin.
I did, and it works great as ever. I just love that thing.
Good, because I always like it when you use kitchen gadgets. I know you don't like them, but I did see a new one. It's called an egg cuber. You
What
can
does
take
that
a
do?
hard-boiled egg and make a square out of it. Isn't that cool?
Well, I guess it's cool, but I don't want it taking up space in my kitchen.
Okay.
If it was up to you, we'd have to move out. I'd have no room because
I
of
would
all the
just build.
gadgets.
I would just build another cabinet. That's
My
all.
gadgets have to be really, really useful, used all the time, and loved by me in order for them to take up a space in my kitchen. They have to earn a spot in my kitchen. You know that.
Okay.
If you want to have it out in the garage, go for it, honey.
Okay.
Let's taste this chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Here, there's one bite for you. Oh my gosh.
It's perfect.
Oh my gosh. It's got a little bit of crispness on the outside.
Nice and juicy.
Let's try these potatoes. You unwrap these just like a Christmas present. It's so much fun. These look perfectly done. They're a little bit brown on the bottom. Go ahead and try that. How's it taste?
Yeah, you get the taste of the peppers in with the potato and the onions.
It's just delicious. So be sure to subscribe if you like what you've seen today. And remember, you eat with your eyes first, so you should make it beautiful. See you next time.